Welcome back to PNN News. I'm Parker Vanderpaul.
And I'm Noah Shenaha.
We're your anchors for PNN News, your weekly DCS news.
This week, Melanie is in the first and second grade room taking a look at some new technology equipment they are using in their classroom.
I'm here with Mrs. Vanzi, the first and second grade teacher. Heard you guys got some new iPads.
Yes, we did. The fellowship group bought them for us, 22 brand new iPads and a charging station, so we are very grateful to them.
What are you guys doing on your iPads?
We're reading some books.
Reading books? Yeah? Is that fun? Do you like reading them on the iPad better than books?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Are they good books?
Yes.
Yeah? Do you guys play any games on the iPads?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you guys glad you got the iPads? Yeah? Is that your favorite part of the day?
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you, Melanie.
Hannah is visiting the CEO of Dakota Christian on the recent weather conditions impacting the Midwest.
This is Hannah reporting live for PNN News. What are some things students should pack in their cars if it ever were to get this cold again?
Well, I think the things that you normally think of would be the things you want to put in there. So extra blankets would be a great idea, coat, hat, gloves, that sort of stuff in case you do happen to break down out in the cold. Other practical things, make sure you have jumper cables that work. If you were out there for a long time, maybe some water and some granola bars, just that sort of stuff, just in case you were stuck for two or more hours.
What are some precautions they should take if they had to go outside?
Well, if it gets as cold as it did this week, obviously wear a coat, bundle up as much as possible, hat, gloves. Try not to, I saw students come in with their heads wet and no hat or anything on. When it's that cold on, you really don't, cold out, you don't really want exposed skin that is wet. I mean, that's just a really bad idea. So just basic common sense things, stay warm. It's better to be too warm than too cold. And yeah, just basically don't go outside if it ever gets that cold.
All right, thank you. Back to you in the newsroom.
Thanks, Hannah.
Gabe Boss is reporting from the science lab as the 5th and 6th graders are doing a dissection.
This is Gabe Boss reporting live for PNN News. I'm here with Brooklyn Hubers, and they're doing something very fun today. Brooklyn Hubers, what are you doing?
We're dissecting a pig lung.
And why are you doing this?
Because in science we're learning about the respiratory system.
So what are you doing that's so special today?
We are dissecting the insides of a pig.
Well, are you learning a lot by doing it?
Yes.
Well, that's good.
So here is the right chest there. Okay, look at the difference in the thickness. Okay, here's the wall of the right ventricle.
Whoa!
Here's the wall of the left ventricle. See the difference?
Whoa!
But this has to go all the way to the body. This only has to go to the lungs. That's why it's not as big, not as muscular.
I'm amazed.
Let's look at the atria. Let's cut into that. We got a few more things. Okay, so this is the receiving chamber, right? So it doesn't really...
That's interesting. Thanks, Gabe. On Thursday, the 31st, the 7th through 12th graders completed a Stop the Bleed course. We will go to Hannah with the Douglas County Director of Nursing, Caitlin Delane.
Caitlin, tell us a little about the Stop the Bleed kit that you're doing today.
Sure. So the Stop the Bleed campaign is a campaign that is funded by South Dakota, and it's really a drive in order to raise awareness on how to stop bleeding from extremities or abdominal wounds in any way to prevent a death. So this is education for lay people, and it's anything that we can teach before they get to the hospital. So we teach wound packing and tourniquet application, and then to alert authorities. And that's kind of our goal here, is to make sure that we don't have any preventable deaths.
Okay. Now can you tell us about the kits?
Sure. So this is a kit that's from South Dakota. This would typically reside in a big area, so like a school gym or something like that kind. When you open it up, there's 6 individual kits. They are shrink wrapped, and they have all the necessary equipment that you would need to be able to control bleeding. Included in this kit right here is there's a tourniquet, There's gauze pads, gloves, tape, a scissors, a marker, and then a little instruction sheet, because when traumatic events like this occur, a lot of times we forget what we're supposed to be doing. That being said, we've also assembled smaller kits, and these were co-sponsored by the Douglas County Memorial Hospital and Lewin's Hardware. And these will sit in all of the classrooms around the school. So each classroom will get one of these kits, and this has all of the same supplies in it. It's just a little bit different of a layout. So it's got all the things you need to really be able to control bleeding, along with a little how-to kit. So,
Thank you. Back to you in the newsroom.
Thanks, Hannah.
Also on the 31st, ACDC traveled to Wagner to play basketball. On the girls' end, they won 43-32 with Brianna Dermeyer with the leading scorer with 13 points and 10 rebounds. Isabel Pfeiffer coming in second with a double-double with 11 points and 10 rebounds. Tyra Madison Horn had 4 steals and 4 assists. On the boys' end, they won 73-56. Cliff Johnson leading the team with 18 points and 14 rebounds. Darren Trumbull leading the team with 16 points and 5 steals. Jason Garcia had 11 points, and Parker Vanderpool had 10 points, and Amelia Knoyer had 10.
As for the events next week, on the 4th there's a fellowship meeting, on the 5th there's a doubleheader at Marty, on the 6th there's a high school vocal contest in Kimball, on the 7th there's a doubleheader versus Freeman Academy Marion at Lake Andes, and on the 8th there's a girls basketball games versus Kimball White Lake at White Lake. The only upcoming birthday is Sarah Backus on the 4th. Happy birthday, Sarah.
No, what's the food forecast looking like for next week?
Well, on Monday we have tacos. On Tuesday we've got cheesy potatoes with bacon soup. Wednesday we've got tasty sandwiches. Thursday there's goulash. And Friday there's chicken pot pie.
As the segment comes to a close, we would like to ask you to return here next week Saturday for more PNN News. I'm Parker Vanderpool.
And I'm Noah Shenaha. May God bless your evening and grant you an eventful week. Thank you.